positivity, positive vibes only, guys. And I want to start by thanking our new subscribers. There are so many. We thank you so much. We appreciate you. And you're welcome in this channel where we spread love and positive vibes. To the returning subscribers, we always tell you, you are the reason why we sit here every day. You motivate us, you inspire us, you comment and direct us, you correct us, you do everything. And therefore, we feel the obligation to sit here every day and bring to you content. So thank you so much, guys. We don't take it for granted. And I always tell you, we pray for you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord enlarge you. May the Lord shield you and protect you. We don't take it for granted. Together with your family, we really pray for you for blessings. Today, I saw something, guys, and I want to talk about it. I saw somewhere an article written, Jamaican women, they love to be respected. They love to be treated like queens. They love someone who feels their pain, who feels their joy. In other words, somebody who feels them. They love to be felt. And someone who cares about their welfare. Those are the characteristics of the Jamaican women. And when I saw that, I was eager, guys, to know what are the characteristics or what are the traits of Jamaican men. Do they treat these queens the way they deserve to be treated? Do they show them love? Do they treat them like queens? Do they take care of them, minding their welfare? And I came across this lady who was actually talking about Jamaican men in general. And I was fascinated, guys. I was fascinated. I don't know whether that is the right word to use, but I got a shock because the characteristics that were described there, I have seen them with my own eyes. The videos I watch, the people who come to comment in my comment section, and I have read a lot about Jamaican men, even when I am very far away from them. And therefore, I confirmed through this lady that what I always think about these men is actually true. The other day, I told you that I learned that most of the Jamaican men don't actually stay at home, and they are family lovers. They value their families. And therefore, they can go far away to look for jobs, to look for green pastures, so that they can be able to sustain their family, to treat their women as queens, to be able to feed their families, because they value their families. And this was confirmed, guys, today. When I was going through the article, and this is a lady who was actually describing the Jamaican men. And when ladies describe a man, they mean it. So it is something that she has seen in Jamaica. She has come across so many men in Jamaica, or rather she has talked with so many women that tell her, these are the characteristics of my man, these are the characteristics of my husband, and she has come to a conclusion, these are the traits of the Jamaican men, through seeing, through hearing, through observing. So she has come to a conclusion that Jamaican men have these traits. One, I know you are waiting very eagerly to know what are these characteristics of the Jamaican men. One, and I have said it once, again and again and again. I have always said the people of Jamaica are very hardworking. They have more than one job. So this lady confirmed that Jamaican men are very hardworking. They work day and night. They can have several jobs, several hustles to make sure they feed the family. The family is comfortable. The family lives a good life. And like I told you the other day, Jamaicans love partying. There are festivals all throughout the year. And therefore, for a festival to be held, and for a celebration to be held, then there must be money. You have to work extra hard. And you can see all how beautiful Jamaica is, with the beaches, with the resorts, with the mountains, with the waterfalls. And the family, Jamaicans, have to hang out as a family. So for you to go to these places, then you must have the resources. And therefore, the Jamaican men are very, very hardworking. That is what I learned from this lady, guys. And then number 2, I learned that Jamaican men are very intelligent. And I think I've said it. It is like this lady was confirming what I have already been saying. I said that people of Jamaica are creative, they are very intelligent, and this lady confirmed that the Jamaican men are very intelligent, very, very intelligent. They are fantastic. That is the word she used. They are fantastic. And you're going to confirm to me, you who is watching, whether you are a man or a woman, whether these traits are true. So, according to this lady, Jamaican men are fantastic. They are very hardworking. They are very intelligent. They are very charismatic. Charismatic. I don't know what the word charismatic, by the way, means. I'm trying to think how I can explain charismatic. They are very charismatic. And another thing, they are very fashion horses. They love fashion. And I think I said the other day that Jamaicans in general are fashion lovers. Come to women, come to men, Jamaicans are fashion lovers. They love fashion. And at one time, we had the Mongo saying that she loves fashion because she has been taught by the Jamaican people and she wants to look like them, she wants to be like them, and therefore she has to be fashionable. And therefore Jamaican men, according to this woman, they are very fashionable. And the other thing, they are great dancers and lovers. They are great dancers and lovers. We have seen it. This is just a confirmation of what we have been saying. I have always said, I am fascinated by the way, when you move around the streets of Jamaica, Trenchtown, Kingston, all those towns of Jamaica, you'll find that if you talk to a person, they'll compose a song, start dancing, enjoy the music, and start being happy. So the Jamaican people are great dancers. And they are lovers. They can love with all their hearts, with all their minds. According to this woman, you're going to confirm because I cannot be too sure. So they are lovers and they are actually very, very great dancers. They are impeccable. They are very impeccable, according to this woman. So the Jamaican men are very impeccable and also they are very humorous. They are very humorous. I don't know whether they joke a lot. They tell jokes a lot. And by the way, this lady also said they are fun to be with. So they don't just keep quiet and you get bored when you are with them. They are fun to be with. And no wonder she said they are humorous. They love to joke aloud, to be happy, to socialize, to talk. Yeah, they are very humorous and they are fun to be with. They are fun to be with. And also, they are greatest swimmers. All of us, we can agree that in Jamaica, there are so many waterfalls, there are so many rivers, there is a sea, and there are so many beaches, and therefore, if you are not a swimmer, who are you in Jamaica? You cannot survive in Jamaica without knowing how to swim. I don't know whether there are people in Jamaica who don't know how to swim because they are surrounded by rivers, they are surrounded by falls, they are surrounded by beaches. You must know how to swim to enjoy these facilities. And therefore, according to this woman, Jamaican men are great swimmers. They love swimming. The other characteristic I learned about them is that they have a silver tongue. They have a silver tongue. And I was forced to check, what is the meaning of a silver tongue? And I saw they are very persuasive. If they decide to persuade someone to do something, they can be very, very persuasive. They have a silver tongue. They have a silver tongue. And that is very, very great. Because the other day, I told you that the people of Jamaica never give up. And this is a characteristic also. I saw from this lady that the Jamaican men cannot quit until they are successful. They don't believe in losing. They cannot give up. They can continue and continue until they become successful. This is the best of the traits. Because if you don't give up, you are higher. The probability of you being rich is very high. And therefore, they do not lose. They don't agree to lose. They persist. They are patient. They will continue working until they win. And we have seen these characteristics from their ancestors. Look at the people who are there fighting for freedom from slavery and also the independence of Jamaica. They were very, very resilient people. People who persisted until they attained. So these traits of the Jamaican men are persistence, resilient, not giving up, working until you attain what you want, can be seen clearly from their ancestors. We saw those who are fighting against slavery and those who are fighting towards independence. They persisted. They were very resilient. They were there until they attained what they wanted. And this kind of spirit really leads people to great wins. Remember, the people who are there during slavery, and actually the ones who are fighting the British and the Spanish people, the Britons or the British people were well equipped with sophisticated weapons. But these Jamaicans fought them until they attained their freedom. You can see the resilience, the persistence. And that is why we are saying the Jamaican men don't give up. They persist and work hard and continue working until they attain what they want. So the other characteristics is that these people never give up. They don't give up. They continue and continue until they attain their goal. The other characteristic is that they are very, very strong. Muscles, build. And I think the reason why these Jamaican men are strong, remember that these people swim a lot. Swimming is an exercise and you can build muscles. You can be very strong if you are swimming. The other one, they are dancers. They do a lot of exercise. And therefore that exercise makes their body to be very, very strong. And not even that. We saw that the food that is eaten in Jamaica is plantain. Plantain can make you very, very strong. And they do a lot of meat, fish, chicken, beef. And therefore that is why these men are very strong. Very, very strong. The other thing, these men are determined to never lose. I think I've said that. And they are also paper chasers. Paper chasers. Oh my God. Wagwan, Jamaicans in the house. These guys are paper chasers. Meaning that they love persisting in their education. They have to persist and persist and persist in their education. They are paper chasers. They will chase until they attain the objective of where they want to be in education. And no wonder, there is a guy in the comment section when I shot a video the other day. He came and told me, in Jamaica we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have professionals. And you can see the creativity in Jamaica is not for someone without IQ. These guys have very high IQ. And on top of that, a very high intelligence. Very high intelligence and creativity. And therefore, Jamaican men will chase papers until they attain them. And she was also saying they are very innovative. And I think I've said that. Very, very innovative. We have seen it. There are so many industries, So many things are happening in Jamaica. They need an innovative mind, a mind that does not rest until it attains what it is looking for. They are very, very innovative men. And the other thing she said about them, they are masters of ceremony. I don't know what she meant by this, but I thought maybe most of the Jamaicans can be masters of ceremony. Maybe you can correct me. But she said they are masters of ceremony. Masters of ceremony, I was trying to look at the characteristic of a master of ceremony. Masters of ceremony are jovial, very happy people, very talkative, very entertainer. They entertain a lot, very humorous. And therefore, I think this woman, by saying that the Jamaican men are masters of ceremony, she meant they are very social, they are very humorous, they can give jokes, they can make people laugh, they can entertain, they are great. So they are masters of ceremony. Overall, she summed all of it by saying these men are kings. And that is why Jamaican women want to be treated like queens. Because when you have a king, then you should be treated like a queen. And I was so happy. Actually, guys, I've never laughed like that. That she summarized all this by saying the Jamaican men are kings. And therefore we salute you, we celebrate you. Father's Day has passed, but we really celebrate you as men. We celebrate you as fathers. We celebrate you as the heads of the families. We celebrate you for the good work you are doing, showing the other men in all the world that it is possible. It's possible to support your family. It's possible to work hard. It's possible to sustain your family. It's possible to do all this. Dance, be funny, be humorous, be masters of ceremony, be innovative, be creative, be hardworking, be all this, and yet you love your families. You know, I don't want to talk about other regions, but I want to say it is a blessing to have a man who loves you, who works hard, who can innovate, who can create, who can do what? Chase after papers, who can entertain you in the house, who can dance, who can swim, who can do all these that we have been told about Jamaican men. And for sure, I agree with this woman. If these are the characteristics, then Jamaican men are kings. And we salute you. We salute you guys. The other thing that she said, they can cook. I think I've said this. The other day I shot a video and I said, I am perplexed at what the Jamaican men can do. They can cook, they can clean, they treat their women like queens, just like the way they want to be treated. They can clean the house, they can cook, and I told you Jamaican men go to the market and do shopping. That is another characteristic I've added. This lady did not say that, but I've seen it. Jamaican men can go to the market and shop, they clean the house, they cook according to this woman, and they are very great men. And what else did she say? So in overall, yeah, the other thing is that they are very loyal to their families. I think I started by saying that they are very loyal to their families. They love family. Actually, there is a tribe in Kenya. We say that tribe, if you marry from that tribe, the men from that tribe are family men. And those are the Kambas. The Kambas love their families. They adore their families. They respect their families. And when I saw this lady talking about Jamaican men, that they love family, I was so happy. Because all of us, all women, would want a man who loves the family, who does all this. And then, the other thing that I was so happy to see about these men is that they are friends. They don't treat you like a junior person. They don't treat you like trash. They are friends. They want friendship. In that relationship, you become like friends. And you have never seen something good like when you are living with someone who is just like your friend. You can tell him what you want. You can actually cry on his shoulders. You can open to him. A friend. You know, a friend, you can tell them anything. What you are going through, your downfalls, your ups and downs. Yeah. So when you act like a friend to your spouse, then that marriage becomes very sweet. And therefore, I was so happy to hear that these Jamaican men, they are actually very, very friendly to their spouses. The other thing she said, I think she had not summarized. The time she said that they are kings, she continued adding other factors. So she also said they are very attractive and charming. There you have to confirm. Very attractive and very charming. And therefore, with these characteristics, the other day we were asking ourselves, are Jamaican men cheaters? They are very attractive and very charming. So many women will run after them. So the ladies of Jamaica tell us, is that true? Whether the Jamaican men can cheat? So according to this lady, the husband is like a king. And he treats her like a queen. And he's a great man. He's like a king. And therefore, I think when it comes to cheating, it is actually individuals. It's not about the community. It's not about the tribe. It's not about the region. It's about individual. And therefore, we salute you, Jamaican men. We felt that there are men there who have these great characteristics and who are there to respect women, to value them, to treat them like queens, and to actually be concerned about their welfare. By the way, she said about the husband being very, very concerned about her and her welfare. Remember, we started by saying the Jamaican women love to be treated like queens, and they also want to be with someone who cares about their well-being. And therefore, this lady said, this guy really is very, very conscious of her well-being. And therefore, he fits in the characteristic that Jamaican women look for. So after that, I go all the way to Africa. What are we having in Africa? Yesterday I told you there is a lot that is going on in Africa. And I want to start by saying there is this doctor I listened to. She's Dr. Ericana. She was talking during a meeting, I think it was a conference or a meeting in Burkina Faso. Remember I told you that in Burkina Faso, we have this young president who is 38 years, who is actually doing a lot. She came and liberated Burkina Faso from the colonial masters, and he started putting in place measures to make Burkina Faso a self-reliant, self-independent country. And he has started by actually improving the agricultural produce in that country and improving the infrastructure, the airport, and all that. And there is this group that came from the diaspora. I tend to think they are from Burkina Faso. I'm not sure, by the way. So there is this doctor, Ericana, who came and actually talked about the African unity. And as she was saying, Africans should be united. We need a great Africa where there is no barrier, there is no bonds, there is no boundaries. You can cross from one country to the other. You can trade from one country to the other. You can do business from one country to the other. Because the unity of Africa is what is going to take us to the next level. And she congratulated Burkina Faso's president, Ibrahim Traoré, for the good work he's doing. And he said that she can see a vision whereby Africa will be united, Africa will be one, Africa will be developed, and it will go to greater heights of prosperity and accountability. And this is the dream all of us carries. This is the dream I talked about the other day when I talked about a video where I was talking about the cry of Jamaicans. They hope and wish Africa can be united. And when I looked at the comment section in that video, I saw so many Jamaicans commenting there that they desire this to happen. Africa to be united, borders to be opened. We extend our trade, our businesses to each other's countries so that we can grow each other. We become a strong Africa. a strong continent, a strong rag where everybody admires and where nobody will come to dictate to us how to live, what to do, how to breathe, how to walk, and so on. And therefore, I hate God. I was so happy with this woman, Dr. Ericana. She had come from America. She's a diaspora coming from Burkina Faso. And I saw so many African Americans talking about the freedom of Africa, the unity of Africa, the growth of Africa, both socially, economically, everything, so that we can be self-reliant. And I told you the other day, there's so much that is happening. Those are the indicators that Africa has reached a point where it wants to be independent, where it wants to grow, where it wants to move forward, where it wants to not to live in a circle whereby there is poverty, there are diseases, there are deaths, there are this and this. Africa has now matured, and Africa is crying loudly. We want to be free. We want to be independent. We want to grow. We want to move to the next level. We want our borders to be opened. And we exchange ideas. We exchange businesses. We exchange products. And we grow to be what God destined us to be. Because in the Bible there is a verse that says, beyond the river of Kus, when the people that are called by my name calls me, I will come down and heal their land. This is the time. Look at the youth in Kenya. They are demonstrating about liberty. They are demonstrating about independence. They are demonstrating about the welfare of the common man. Burkina Faso president, Mali president, Niger president. This is the starting of a great revolution in Africa, whereby Africa will stand to be admired. Africa will stand to be the icon of the whole world. That is my prayer. That is what we are all dreaming, and it will come to pass one day. So guys, thank you so much for watching this channel. See you during the next video, and God bless.